This is just a quick video to talk about a NIP I am proposing, NIP-77. It's basically a kind of deep link URI scheme to allow apps to share data to other Nostr clients. The main example of this would be, we kind of see it all the time, if you are playing a game. It's quite common for you to be able to click a button in that game and then it will open up Twitter with a kind of pre-made tweets to kind of share screenshots of the game, your high score, this kind of thing. So yeah, that's really the motivation here. It's to allow people to kind of be able to share achievements, moments, screenshots, images from a game or an app to their Nostr client to be able to post on Nostr social media, basically. It's a fairly simple setup. You basically declare a URI or a deep link. The different OSs have different terminology here, but your app basically has to register to this Nostr share URI. Originally, based off other kind of similar things that are done with Twitter and Facebook, they would specify you have fixed parameters such as one image, one message. So the app could only share one message and one image. So the format was fairly restrictive. However, after feedback, it didn't really make sense to do that for Nostr because each Nostr client is a little bit different, Obviously, Twitter and Facebook can do it because there's only one Facebook app and one Twitter app, but with Nostr clients, they might want to present things in a different way. So we kind of went for a more generic approach where the data you share is actually just a JSON string. So that JSON string by default should contain text, image, URL, a video URL, and a base64 image. Image URL, obviously, you put the URL to like a PNG or something, and the Nostr client should load that. However, if an app, for example, wants to take a screenshot or something, it can actually just send the base64 image data, so it doesn't have to upload it to a server and then get a URL to then share with the Nostr client. Here's an example of what that could look like. So I make a JSON string with a text, so this would be like the post or like the tweet or the Nostr message. Below that is an image of an ostrich. That's what this image is, I think. A video URL of an ostrich, and this is a base64 encoded image of an ostrich. And so this will be the base one. I also propose if people wanted to have more than one text or more than one image, they just add like a text to and an image URL to. That would let them kind of add as much kind of data as they want, and it'd be up to the client to parse that and display it or not. It has to be URL encoded, of course. Escaped. So that's an example of what this looks like when it's URL escaped. Note we also have a route hint here, that was proposed by Fiat Jeff in case the app wanted the client to kind of post it to a specific relay, not route, sorry, relay. I'm getting confused with Lightning terminology here. I actually developed kind of a sample integration in the form of two apps. They're both Android apps. One is kind of the game. So this is like a game that wants to share a message and a screenshot or an image. And then I also made an Android app, which is kind of pretending to be the Nostr client, which gets that data from the game and then displays it. So I've got two kind of integrations here to show how it can be implemented with working code. One caveat is there's no technical limit to how much data can be shared in the scheme. However, in practice, there is a limit. So I tried to send a very large base64 image, and the Android OS kind of didn't like it and complained. So in practice, you have to keep the base64 image small, and if you want to share large images, you have to really do it with an image URL. So here's just a quick video showing how the two apps I made work, save you having to download it and try it yourself. So we just scroll. So first I'm going to show the Android Noster client. That's very simple. It's just a basic client. At the moment, it's got a space to show a message, a space to show the base64 image, a space to show the image and video URL. It's empty at the moment because nothing's been shared to it. And then I also have there we go. Here's the sample game. So it's not really a game, but it's made with a gaming engine. This game, you can basically enter a message, enter an image URL, and enter a video URL. You can also load an image from your phone's kind of photo app or gallery, and that gets encoded as base64 and shared. So I'm just going to type a simple message. This is my message. And I'm also going to paste an image URL here. So I paste it, so I pasted an image URL there. And note that I haven't entered a video URL, but there's a default one in the code there, which will be shared. And now I'm going to load an image from the Photos app. For some reason, VLC doesn't want to show properly. Anyway, there we go. I'm loading an image. There it is, the image, and now I'm going to press share, and here we go. And this has opened the Noster client I made. It's showing the showing the message here. It's showing the base64 image. It's showing the image URL, and it's also showing the video at the bottom here. Thank you for listening.